night and I immediately was like, I am going live to share this with you. Now, it just really registered in my head. It's going to sound so obvious when you hear it. You'll be like, how did you not realize that? I don't know. But I'm just sitting here and it hit me and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And then there's this other message I wanted to give y'all. So wait a minute. We're doing it right now. Definitely doing it right now. So I've never gone live at night, but here we are. It's nighttime where I'm at, and I guess everyone's watching around the world, so maybe it's daytime for you. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. How you doing? Here's my epiphany. First of all, I'm Dr. Simone Alicia, the self-esteem doctor. I work as a speaker, a coach, a producer, an author, a book writer, an author. Can y'all hear me? Let me turn this fan off in case it's too loud. In case it's making it hard for y'all to hear me. All right. Here's the epiphany that I had. I actually had a crisis, a little mini crisis. And it turned out to be exactly how this series started. So I'm telling you this because if you ever have a crisis, if you have something that's like, oh my gosh, I don't know why this happened to me, I don't know what's going on, I'm telling you right now, there's a little seed in there somewhere. And if you can dig through that crisis, there's a little seed in there that could turn out to be the biggest gift ever. So I'm going to share my story with you because I want to inspire you. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about inspiring, making sure that you can learn from other people's stories. And that's what my entire show is about. So here's how it goes. We decided to come to Jamaica, spend some time here, bring the kids, just experience the place that we were born. Because yes, I was born in Jamaica. I know I don't really talk with accent, but I can. But we wanted to experience it. So when I got here, I'm like, all right, I'm loving it. It's peaceful. The ocean, the breeze, it's beautiful. I'm feeling at home. Everyone's learning something new. It's like the ultimate vacation and we're learning. And then I was like, but what about my business? What about coaching and speaking and teaching and all the things? And I'm like, I feel like I don't know what to do. Suddenly I was like, am I gonna travel back and forth all the time until we go back to the States? Am I gonna pause that until we go back to what am I doing? What am I actually doing? And then am I gonna keep doing the online coaching? But I don't like doing the little one-off ones. I like my packages, but I didn't really present my package anyway. So I was in a little crisis. Okay, I was in a little crisis, and you may have had this happen to you too. Try to follow the story to see where does this apply in your life, because when I teach and when I tell my stories and share, it's so that you can be helped, so that you can be like, oh my gosh, me too. Maybe I can be improved by this, because we need to stop gatekeeping the ways to feel better and to be better and to do better. We need to stop gatekeeping. So that's what I'm going to share with you. So I'm sitting there staring at the ocean, enjoying our views and all the things. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm frozen. I feel like I'm just not going to do anything. So professional people out there, if you have like a job, CEO, anything like that, if you're a student and you just don't know what to do, listen, follow along. And so I'm like, what do I do? And in that stillness, in that quietness, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just be. I'm going to enjoy everything. I'm going to trust that I'm going to know exactly what I'm supposed to do. Now, I didn't know what that meant, but I do meditate and I do these different tools. I use all the tools I teach you. I practice what I preach. Okay, baby? I practice everything that I preach. So I'm using the tools to figure out, how do I sit in the stillness? How do I get clear? How do I follow the path that actually feels good for what I can do in my life? This is something you probably would have done, but you think that stillness is, oh, I'm just being lazy. And sometimes it is. Sometimes it is, okay? But other times it can be you being centered. Hey there, girlfriend. Thank you. Appreciate you. So that stillness can sometimes be where you're actually finding the seed, that little nugget of wisdom in the crisis. So as I sat there saying, oh my gosh, am I retired now? Did I just come to Jamaica to retire? All of a sudden I started to see clarity about the Jamaican people, where I come from. I was born here. I started seeing clarity about how people see us, how the world sees us, the confidence and the this and the boldness and the boastiness and the fanciness, right? And I started like, okay, wait a minute there, wait no man, something is here. Then I started seeing data that was like, hold on, the mental well-being in Jamaica could be better. There's something going on. And I'm like, wait, how are we the most confident people? But then we have mental wellness issue. Wait, no, hold on, what's going on? And so it started to birth this book idea in my head. How did I start the live without the book? Oh, I have it. It started this book idea in my head. You pronounce this guan like. And in Jamaica, I gave you this in another live when I was giving you some Jamaican secrets, right? Go on like means like you're pretending. You're just acting as if. You don't really feel this way, but you're going like you feel okay. You're angry inside, but you're going like you're happy, right? You're feeling depressed inside, like you don't want to do this job, but you're going like you're, oh, this is my position. I'm so fancy. And yes, I love what I do. And please, are you just carrying on and you're going in like, it's not genuine, right? And so as it came to me, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the perfect title for this book. So in the stillness that I thought was a crisis, what I was like, am I retiring? Do I not love my job anymore? What am I doing? How am I just still? In the stillness, I found this little seed that started to be planted in me, and my love of culture and my interest, and now my presence being on the island. Hey guys, thanks for joining. I'm here in Jamaica. Started to birth this idea, and the idea turned into a book. And the book turned into a manual, and the manual inside the book is a system that is teaching you how to actually balance out the way you're feeling on the inside with how you're showing on the outside. Hi there, W Lebanon. Thanks for joining. Right? So we want to balance. We don't want to always be faking it, right? Outside, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love what I do. I love my work. It is just such an honor to do what I do. And then secretly inside, you're like, I'm stressed. I'm having palpitations. I can't do this. I think I need to quit my job. I can't handle this. And you're not being honest. You're not being genuine. You're guan like, right? That's the word of the day. Guan like. You're pretending. You're acting. So in the book, I teach you how do you balance the inside of what's really happening with you, your nervous system, regulating your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, so that it really matches. So you're being honest, right? Yes, I wrote a book, W Lebanon. I did. So how do you match it? You don't just, look, I feel better. See, I'm smiling. That's a lie. That is a lie. Untruth. So how do you do it for real? That's what I reveal in the book. All right, y'all. So I wanted to tell you this because when you feel like you're having a crisis, there might be a book brewing in you. There might be I don't know, a thing that you're supposed to be doing, an idea brewing in you. You know what came from this book? The Inner Pivot series that you see right here on YouTube. The Inner Pivot series that you see here on YouTube came from this book because after I wrote this, I'm like, there are professional, amazing, high-level people right here on the island of Jamaica that could speak to using those tools, even if they didn't know they was using them, okay? That they use those tools to get better. Thank you so much, W Lebanon. You are so supportive. I appreciate you. Thank you. I really do. So there are people on the island that use these tools, even if they don't know the name of it, they don't know the fancy science behind it, they don't know and they don't know. They're using the tools. So I'm like, what if we get them to share the tools with you? What if we get around a table and have a conversation and say, yeah, I was not doing good. I looked great, but I was not really doing good. I had this issue, that issue. One lady talked about a heart issue. She had heart failure. Another woman talked about having blood pressure so high she was hospitalized, right? It's beautiful. Hi, Ajay. How you doing? Thanks for coming on. The people have had all these issues happen, but they're pretending like everything's good. So we got at the table and we started talking about it. And we didn't talk about it till like, oh, my life was so hard. I mean, I know y'all like the drama, and I know the drama sells. I appreciate you, but I don't want that. I want y'all to get better. I want y'all to say, wait, that happened to her, and then that happened to her? What did she do? And then we tell you, here's the steps we followed, and then you follow them. Hello, are you with me on this? So that is the point. That's the point of this series. So let's bring it home, y'all. And then I'm going to give you one message that you're not going to forget. Okay? In this crisis of me feeling like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? I came to Jamaica in this beautiful luxury, vacation-y, awesome space, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And then the stillness taught me exactly what I was supposed to be doing. And because I just didn't panic, because I was ready to learn from my crisis, this book came out of the crisis. The Inner Pivot series that you watch right here on YouTube came out of the crisis. And I'm going to link all of this inside my description for you so that you can see it. But all of these things came from the crisis. And every single one of the ladies that sits on the Inner Pivot show with me, they teach you, oh, look at all the hearts I'm getting, y'all. I appreciate you. They teach you what comes out of their situation, of the crisis that they went through. And so you can keep seeing evidence and proof and proof and proof that you can pull stuff out of your crisis. Now, I know everyone has a different level. Some people, one person had heart failure, another person, I'm just sitting in stillness trying to figure out my life. Everyone has a different level, right? I'm not saying it's not going to be hard sometimes. What I'm saying is you can dig through the crisis and find some kind of magic in there for you. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do. I did it, and here I am. And you know what? The message I want to give you is something from, I can't get into all of it right now because it can get kind of confusing. But the work I do is called NLP. Maybe I'll do another video to tell you what NLP is. But one of the presuppositions, one of the things that we live by is that if you do the right thing at the wrong time, you get pain. Are you hearing that? If you do the right thing at the wrong time, you get pain. So if I was sitting back in the States trying to write this book about Jamaica, maybe I would not have had that connection. I would not have felt so good, right? If I started to panic, which maybe it's the right thing to panic, but if I panicked at the wrong time, now I'm here in Jamaica, this is not the time to panic. This is time to think, to lock in, to decide what I'm supposed to be doing, to feel my way through this. So you do the right thing at the wrong time, you get pain. Doesn't mean you're doing the wrong thing. But what I'm encouraging you to do with this information is realize sometimes you're going to have an opportunity. And when that opportunity comes, it might be the right time, but you want to do the right thing in that time. You do not want to do the right thing, the wrong thing, right? And find yourself kind of spiraling and making the crisis your whole life. All right. So that's my message for you guys tonight. If you do the right thing at the wrong time, you get pain. Trust the timing. Take a look at the timing. When I was told to be still, told, meaning I feel it in my heart, I felt like I was supposed to be still, and I just listened. I did the right thing at the right time. I stayed still at that time, and I got joy. If I stayed still when I was in the States and didn't do anything, that would have probably brought pain. But I did the right thing at the right time, and I got joy, and you can too. I'm going to miss this advice, and remember, thanks. Oh, you're going to use the advice. Thank you, W. Lebanon. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks for everyone who's rewatching it right now. Check out the description. I'm going to give you the link to the book and the link to the Inner Pivot Roundtable series. It is fire. It is so good. All right. Thank you for spending a little time with me in the evening, my first evening live. I really appreciate you and all the kind love that's in the comments. Thanks, W. Lebanon. I'll see you at my next live. Thank you, everybody else. Thank you guys for the subs and for the support and all the hearts. I appreciate you guys. Bye.